O genki desu ka, fellow YouTubers? This is Senpai, your friendly neighborhood trainer, coming at you with yet another fit tip clip for this week. I am that entertaining trainer. I am a singer, a burlesque dancer, a drag king and queen, a professional natural bodybuilder, and of course, a personal trainer. Duh. But before we get to the topic at hand, I'd like to let you know that this will be the final week. Yes, that's right, the final week of my winter specials, guys. Go ahead and head to my website, www.geishafitness.com, and check them out. Whether it's in person or virtual, if I see you looking like this, then I know we're on our way to a more fabulous looking you. But enough about me. Let's get to the topic at hand. So I like to begin this topic with a little bit of story time about moi. So it was mid-December of 2019. I had an epiphany / breakdown of sorts and decided to spill my guts on Facebook Live about the crossroads that I have arrived at that particular time. Now, guys, make sure you're keeping track of all of this. I was professionally acting in a play. I was competing in a drag king competition. I was also competing in a local weekly drag competition. I was also participating in a monthly burlesque production. I was also performing every Saturday at a local gay bar after midnight for tips. I was also running around town training clients that were uncommitted and inconsistent in reaching their fitness goals. All of this in addition to me running my Camp Gladiator locations that had just opened up earlier in the year in August. So I'm pretty sure you can understand why I had the breakdown. I mean, epiphany, right? At 32 years of age, I decided to leave the safety net of a money-grubbing big box gym and strike on my own as an independent personal trainer. I still had that burning desire to help others because I knew what it felt like to not be in control of your life, much less your own health. I knew what it was like to experience the triumphs of everything that came along with changing and working towards that healthy lifestyle. However, my desire to keep myself comfortable financially, afloat, since my married paralegal days was so intense that I ended up operating on 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep, going on 6 to sometimes 7 days out of the week. I was told by all of my mentors in each facet, whether it was burlesque, whether it was training, whether it was for drag, that I was always lacking something. There was something that was missing, that was holding me back from the greatness, from reaching that particular pinnacle when it came to being a trainer, when it came to being a burlesque dancer, when it came to doing drag. I just needed the time to dedicate to it. Now, in my mind, I thought I was bringing it 100% of the time, every single time. I always had a confused look on my face, sounding like that Justin Bieber song. What do you mean? So as the year of 2019 progressed, I thought I had everything under control. So as the year 2019 progressed, I thought I had a pretty good handle on things. I wasn't living comfortably as I had hoped, but I was able to pay bills by the skin of my teeth. Also, being in Houston, which is not really known for its entertainment sector, didn't really help with things. Even though I was barely making ends meet, there was still one major thing that was missing. The lack of sleep had my concentration at an all-time low. I wasn't making time to prep my meals or train myself consistently anymore, and my energy was deteriorating. And that was not the only problem. I was also struggling with my self-confidence. That has always been a lifelong thing for me. And just so that I can make it clear to every person that is not where they are physical wise, Just because you lose weight does not mean that you gain self-confidence. I know plenty of people that are overweight, even morbidly obese, that think they are the flyest thing on the planet, and there's nothing wrong with that. It is something that has to be developed from within, and it takes years. So over the course of my life, I have never really had great self-esteem or self-confidence. This translated into the snail-like growth of my business as a trainer and trying to grow and build my brand. I was crumbling. I could never translate my comfort as a performer on the stage to the confidence I had performing as a trainer for the camps and group classes that I ran. So what was the one thing missing? Well, my health. So that confusion that I was talking about earlier, well, that ended up turning into sadness once I had realized what my mentors were telling me. I became a blubbering mess. You ever heard of the ugly cry? Well, that is exactly what happened to me and ended up culminating in that impromptu FB Live feed 30 minutes prior to my weekly Fit Tip clip that at that time was on Facebook. I hated that I wasn't able to be productive in any aspect of the many things I did throughout the week because I had no energy or time to properly commit to them. So I decided to do something. I decided to change it. Now, it wasn't going to be pretty. Why? Because this was outside my comfort zone. So once every major competition, every major play, every major show was finally done and over with, I promised myself that I was going to commit myself to one thing and one thing only, to put all my focus on my personal training business. It made no sense for me to focus on the entertainment aspect, especially since I've said I live in Houston. Hey, unfortunately, we are not known for being an entertainment city, all right? And also, I'm not a big fan of the starving artist trope, just not my thing. I also made the decision from that day forward to not focus on acquiring wealth and placing that higher above the health of my body and mind. Like I said, I was going outside of my comfort zone. It felt like I was starting all over again. But hey, it's always the little things. I went back to buying more fruits and vegetables. And if I ever had a hankering or a craving for something, I made sure that it came from the grocery store and not from a fast food place. I started to at least dedicate a few hours here and there. Was not able to lock down a day, but dedicate a few hours here and there meal prepping for my entire week. I also decided to become a vegetarian at the beginning of 2020. All these little things were what mattered to my health and my well-being. I also did go back to at least getting 6 hours of sleep. So once I made those changes, I actually started learning a lot of things during this particular time of my life. 1, value your health over everything. When you place wealth above your health, you will face many crossroads, either in the short term or the long term, and you will end up always on the losing side. On the other hand, when you value your health above everything else, the results you create in making improvements to it will translate to improvements in all areas of your life. Your confidence will increase. You will produce more throughout the day, and you will have more energy to spare for the things that matter most to you. Number 2, schedule, schedule, schedule. If you don't take the time to schedule, it's most likely not going to happen. Pick a scheduling day. One day where you plan for the whole week, all 7 days, y'all. Maybe Mondays work best for you. Maybe Tuesdays. Maybe it's a weekend day, but pick a day so that you can plan for the entire week ahead. So remember in a previous Fit Tip clip where I mentioned Ben Franklin's famous quote, "Failing to prepare is preparing to fail"? That's pretty much how this is. Number 3, find an accountability buddy or a coach. So although I don't have a coach, I know the importance of connecting with someone that will hold you accountable and keep you on track towards your goals. Namely, in this case, since it's me, your health and your fitness goals. Now, it's no slight against you, but if you are part of that 90% that is not self-disciplined, then I'm going to need you to find a close friend that can do something as simple as give you a phone call or text you a reminder to get your rear in gear and be even better or work alongside you. Also, if you and your accountability buddy don't follow through, create a serious enough consequence that will make you steer clear of it and keep you on track towards your goals. Bryant McGill once said, "Health is a priceless wealth. Invest it while you can." I just want you to take this advice and try to start applying this to your life. So, the question of the day and food for thought is, have you ever valued work above your health? If so, what does it cost you? So that's all that I have for you today, guys. Remember, Rome was not built in one day, and neither was your beautiful self. It didn't take days for you to pack on the pounds, so it will not take days to take them off. It's not just about losing weight or building muscle. It's about that lifestyle change. If you like this video, I'm going to need you to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. I will be putting up a new video every single Sunday. This is Senpai. O genki de!